This morning about what our troops are being served. A food testing report commissioned by the advocacy group Moms Across America claims pesticides showed up in every single sample that they tested. The group is now pressing lawmakers to take aim at pesticide rules and labeling as Congress heads into the Farm Bill fight. Let's bring in Elizabeth Prann, host of the Hill's Raising America podcast, with what they're claiming, what happens next. I mean, Elizabeth, what in the world? What did they test and what came up?
Right, and Markie, don't mess with a mama, right? They were up in D.C. this week. We were with them. We followed them around. So this group conducted a study. If they sound familiar, Moms Across America, they did something similar with school lunches. Military meals, we're not talking a small amount, right? 1.5 billion annually. This is fed on bases and cafeterias, and then 37 million MREs every year. So we're talking about a pretty big portion of the global food supply when it talks about people who are eating these foods. And they did. They said heavy levels of pesticides, heavy metals, glyphosate, even veterinary contraceptives were found in some of these food samples, including the drinking water. So we met with Zen Honeycutt. She's the founder of Moms Across America, and she said things need to change. Here she is.
100% of the military samples that we tested 40 military samples, 100% of them were positive for pesticides, and unfortunately 100% of those pesticides are made in China, which is concerning.
So we reached out to Health and Human Services, we reached out to the Pentagon, and we got a response late last night from the Department of War, reading in part, inspectors conduct worldwide testing and inspection, quality assurance and quality control to ensure that our people everywhere receive nutritious quality meals that meets or exceeds food safety and quality standards. So we are hearing from officials, and they're saying that the food that our military members are eating is safe. Markie?
But this is just a wild story to follow. What does the group want changed, Elizabeth, and what do people watch for next?
Well, it's part of a broader conversation. You said it in the intro eloquently, right? The Farm Bill is fast approaching, and they want language to be looked at inside of that Farm Bill. That's why they're meeting with members of Congress. So when we talk about new science and we talk about testing with glyphosate, should there be warning labels? Should there be no liability protection for some of these big manufacturers? Essentially, Honeycutt said that this is part of a broader conversation, and we're not seeing that long-term testing. And when she talks to moms in the chat rooms and virtually and in person, the midterms are coming up, Markie, and what she's saying is their vote is up for grabs because what they want is a healthier food system, and for them, it does not fall up and down party lines. So certainly some fighting words when it comes to the midterms. We might see a shift, Markie.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I mean, everybody just has to be reassured that our, military men and women are being fueled by the very best. It's the least that we can do. They deserve that. Elizabeth Prann, thanks so much. Keep us posted.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.